Ready? Awesome. Hello, guys. Hello, my yellow through blue belt class. I know that you guys are online today, but I have my first in-studio class as well. Alrighty, kids, are we ready to get this show on the road?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do it. Let's stand on up.
Yes, ma'am.
Go attention. Hand up. Sorry, let's do this the official way. Face the flag. Face me, Good to see all three of you. I'm going to move my camera a little bit. Go ahead and start rolling your shoulders backwards. I'm going to move this up so you guys can see me better. There we go. Awesome. Angle, arms forwards. And my online kiddos, you are still welcome to ask questions. I will still be watching to see if you have questions, comments, or concerns. Let me know if you guys have any problems. Go side to side. We're working on a lot of fun stuff today. It's going to be a good day. I'm excited to have kids back in my studio. Woo! Hand up and down. Awesome. All righty, from here, go ahead. Let's step back, arms and high. We've got back leg rising kicks. Going low to high. Ready? Hana.
Hana.
Dual.
Dual.
Step.
Step.
Net.
Net.
Toss it.
Toss it.
Use it.
Use it.
Ilgo.
Elgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Repeat. Hana. Other side. Hana.
Hana.
Dual.
Dual.
Step.
Step.
Net.
Net.
Toss it.
Toss it.
Use it.
Use it.
Ilgo.
Elgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Alrighty, switch your feet again. We've got some side rising kicks. We are going to be working on hook kicks today, so we want to keep our legs sideways. Go sideways, right? And Hana.
Hana. Hana.
Dual.
Dual.
Step.
Step.
Net.
Net.
Toss it.
Toss it.
Use it.
Use it.
Ilgo.
Elgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Switch your feet. Hana. Other side. Ready? Hana.
Hana.
Dual.
Dual.
Step.
Step.
Net.
Net.
Toss it.
Toss it.
Use it.
Use it.
Ilgo.
Elgo.
Yuda.
Yuda.
Keep rising kicks. Aho.
Aho.
Yo.
Yo.
Wonderful. Shake it out for me. Hopefully things are feeling pretty good here. Let's go ahead. Let's warm up. Let's see. How mean do I want to be with my warm up today? Okay. I'm going to do something simple. Simple does not mean easy. Here's how it's going to work. I'm going to do 1 minute. You're going to start that first minute. You're going to do 10 jumping jacks. So just all the way up to 10. As soon as you're done with your 10 jumping jacks, you're going to do 10 burpees. As soon as you're done with your 10 burpees, you jump back up, 10 jumping jacks. So 10 jumping jacks, 10 burpees the whole time. We've got 1 minute. Yes, sir.
10 burpees and then 10 burpees and I squats for my wrist.
Yes, yeah, if you need to modify that, it's completely fine. Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get set. Oh, I should probably set a timer if I say go. Wait for it. Wait for it. Get ready. Get set and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and get those burpees going for me, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good. Burpees. And back to the jumping jacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Keep it going for me. Keep working hard. It's looking good. Good job, guys. Keep it up. Like how we're hands up, jumping towards the ceiling. And back with those jumping jacks. Good, and time! That ends our 1 minute here. I know you guys may be feeling it a little bit. Go ahead, especially since you have a face mask on. If you're inside the studio, calm that breathing. Do slow breathing in. Slow breathing out. One more, slow breathing in. Slow breathing out. One more time, slow breathing in. Slow breathing out. All right. From here, get some water and right back. There's a reason why we wear our masks. As you guys can see, my hair color has not changed since our quarantine. I'm in desperate need of getting it redone. I'm thinking pink and purple next. What do you guys think? I've never done pink and purple. Okay, wonderful. So, with this as well, I will go ahead and I'll give a couple of water breaks during our class time. You guys are welcome to use them. But for my people at home, if you also need water during other times, that's fine as long as you're not getting water too frequently. So from here, let's go ahead. I wanted to start out with our simple stuff. We're going to kind of run through things today, as now we're in our last month before belt testing. So I wanted to go ahead and start with self-defense today. What is self-defense that we're working on? Alex, what are we working on?
Brace fall? No, that's not what it's called.
Close though.
Break fall!
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Break falls! So we've got break falls. That's part of our self-defense. What else are we doing? What else? What happens after you fall? What do you have to do afterwards?
Like protect yourself.
Okay, cool.
The thing where you put your hands inside and then stand back up.
So you have to stand back up, right? If you fall over, chances are you have to stand back up. We call that standing up in base. B-A-S-E, in base. Then, what's our last thing? You kind of said it a little bit, Miss Mackenzie. What do you think, Karen?
You probably get back in your stance to make sure your bad guy doesn't go after you.
You could do that, but let's say I pushed you over and now I'm trying to attack you. What do you have to do from the ground?
Protect yourself.
Protect yourself by holding up your leg, and if your bad guy shifts around, you shift with him.
Absolutely. We call that, everybody say, a phase 4.
Phase 4.
Guard protection.
Guard protection.
Now, let's go ahead. Go ahead and take me for me, guys. I want to explain what that means for just a second for my online viewers and for you guys inside the studio. Guard is a position that you find yourself in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Now, in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they have many different ways that you can protect yourself. But what guard means is that if I'm laying on my back here, someone's right here in between my legs. So a phase 4 guard setup means that now they're away from me, and I want to keep them away from me the entire time. So we're going to do a couple things today. I think you guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to go ahead and kind of build a flow drill. Everybody say flow drill.
Flow drill.
Now what a flow drill means is that you are creating a setup that allows you to move from one technique to another while linking them all together. That's why it's called a flow. So we're going to start simple. We won't be doing any side falls today, but we will be doing a couple of back falls. So we're going to start building our flow drill. I want you, when I say go, you guys are going to give me 5 break falls on your own accord. Good. Stand it up for me. Say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
5 of your own break falls. Backwards for me. Go ahead and get ready. Get set and go. 1. Looking good. Good. When you're done, go ahead and say done, ma'am. 5 break falls. Good man. Awesome. Good break falls. Fantastic. So our break falls are our first setup. Our bad guy pushed us over. Our bad guy did something mean to us. Whatever happens, we slipped on ice. We fell. We did a break fall. From our break fall now, let's go ahead and break down the second technique. Go ahead and give me one more break fall and then stay on the ground. Ready? Go. Now, let's talk about protecting ourselves. You guys can sit up if you need to, but we're going to stay seated on the ground here. My hands are coming in to protect my face. Out of my entire body that's on the ground, what is the most important thing that I need to protect? Face or head? Brain specifically, right? I need to keep my brain safe. I don't want to have what we call a TBI, a brain injury. I want to keep myself safe from that. So, that's my first thing. What's my second safest thing that I need to protect? What's my second thing that I need to protect?
Your chest.
Your chest. What's in your chest that's so important?
Lungs and heart.
Lungs, heart, there's liver, kidneys, right? You've got your appendix. That's not super important. You don't really need your appendix.
Like your stomach.
Yeah, so anywhere in your chest cavity, right? Your stomach, here, your liver, your spleen, all of this needs to stay protected. Now, do I have an appendage that protects all of this? Not really, right? I don't have like a super long arm that can do that, but I can protect myself in a certain way. Go and take your hands. You can keep them open for this, or you can close them, whichever you prefer. I honestly prefer to keep my hands open for this, and I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to bring them in towards me, and I'm going to close them down on my face. The tips of my fingers are touching the tip of my forehead. My chin is tucking in as close to my body as possible, and my hands are kind of coming on top of my head. Since I'm crunched here, my elbows are going to come all the way down into where my belt is. Now as we kind of lay back, go ahead and keep this crunch for me. Your head should not touch the ground. Your shoulders, so the very tips of your shoulder blades should touch the ground, but your shoulders in general should not touch the ground. You're going to stay here. Awesome. All right, now from here, let's go ahead and let's talk about rotating. So I'm rotating from one direction to another. So when I do this, hello sir, give me just a second, I'll be right with you, okay? So when I do this, I'm going to be on the ground and I'm going to be picking a spot. Let's say my bad guy's in front of me and I'm moving to this side. I plant one foot on the ground, I plant one foot up in the air to hit them, to kick them, to axe kick or front kick them, and I rotate with them. Just like this. If they go towards the other side, I switch my feet and I rotate towards the other side. Hopefully that makes sense here. Here's what I want to see now. My kiddos at home and my kiddos here, I want to see 5 rotations to each side. So you're going to rotate here, and you're going to rotate back, and that's going to be 1. Then you're going to rotate there and back 2, all the way up to 5. As soon as you're done with these 5 rotations, you're going to go ahead and take a knee for me and say, "Done, ma'am." Does that make sense, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll over onto the back. Keep those hands in that ready position. Get ready. Get set. Pick a foot, plant it, and go. Go for it.
Small, 3 or less.
The man.
I was just gonna check to see what's going on. Never mind, I'm quitting. You don't mind?
Come on. Alrighty, great job, guys. That's looking really good. Let's go ahead. Let's move on from here. Now we're building this flow drill. We did step 1 of the flow drill. We did step 2 of the flow drill, but we did not link them. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to link this drill. Here's how that's going to work. You're going to go ahead, you'll start. Your back guy just pushed you over. You break pull, and you're here. Remember, if I'm coming back up, I'm hitting here. I pick a leg, I rotate all the way around 1. I pick a different leg, I rotate all the way around 2. Does that make sense, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's build that together. Now, since we've already done both of these separately, we're only going to do this technique 3 times. Sound good, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Go for it. Ready? Stand up for me. Forgot to say that part. Get ready. Get set, and go for it. You're in. Rotate all around 1. Rotate all the way around 2. And then you stand back up and you do it again. And looking great. Keep it up, people at home. Awesome, good rotations. Looking awesome. Hopefully you guys are doing well at home. Let me know if you have any questions, my people that are watching. Awesome. 3 times? Right, good job. Go ahead and take me for me. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Done, ma'am. Thank you, sir. All right, great. Hopefully that feels good. We have to build the last part of our flow drill. We'll run through it really quickly. You guys have done a great job with this one already, so I'm not super worried about it. But we'll run through our standing up and base, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put it all together today. So my standing up and base, if I do have my ball and then down here, I'm on the ground. If I rotate it or not, doesn't matter. I'm here. The first thing I want to do is I want to turn myself onto my side. Now as I do this, I keep 1 knee straight up. 1. Who can tell me? Yes, sir.
That protects your chest more?
It protects my chest more?
Kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely. It keeps people from moving in. If I have a bad guy moving in, I can kick them. I can kick them. Even if my bad guy's above me, I can lay back and I can kick them from here. So it's kind of a mean, gnarly setup just to keep myself safe. From here now, my hands are planted flat and my legs are tucked in. I'm gonna come up onto both hands. I'm gonna step behind all the way to the other side of my other hand. If I step here or back here, backward. Here, I'm stepping into, what stance is this?
Sitting stance.
It's a sitting stance. We also call it a horse stance. That's another word for this stance. But I'm low, but I'm here. So when I do this, I'm down on the ground, I'm flat. I turn. I make sure I'm ready. I come up, I step, and my hands come up just like that. From here, I want you to slide back, and when we always say we're back away. So, we're going to do that stand up and base. I want you guys to give me 5 stand up and bases. Does that make sense? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Go and stand it on it. Actually, lay back down. This is done from a laying position. That's why. Go ahead and get ready. Get set, and go for it. Stand up and base for me. Yep. We push up, back away. Our legs sit around. Good. How we sit, sir. To me, side away. Oh, so we're not going to turn around. That right leg is just going to step behind us. Does that make sense? Awesome. Keep going for me. You're going to go 5 times with this stand up and base. Awesome. You can keep going on your own. Thank you. Plank.
Back
Knees
away.
tuck in. And the bad guy in here. Leg steps all the way behind you. Ready, go. Your other leg is going to step all the way
Back
behind
away.
you. Step behind you. That way. So on the other side of your hands, where are your
Back
hands?
away.
Where are your hands? Look down at your hands. See your right hand, your right leg's going to step next to you. Does that make sense?
Back away.
I'll have you watch
Yes,
that,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
and then I'll have you do a couple more. Here, can you do one more for me, buddy?
Sure.
Go for it. Awesome. So when he comes up, see how his leg steps all the way behind him?
Back away.
I want to do. Awesome. So show me one more, Miss Mackenzie. You got this, my dear. So we're on our back, plant our hands. We step over. So we come up. Yes! And back away. Perfect. That looks pretty good. Good job, guys. We have this down pretty well. Let's finish our flow drill. Our whole flow drill looks like this. I'm standing here. My bad guy pushes me over. I protect myself and I bring my hands in. From here. They're trying to hit me. I come up and I turn. I come up and I turn. From there, they back up a little bit. They realize I'm going to kick him. I'm going to go plant my hands, step, and back away. Does that make sense? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Hopefully at home that's making sense as well. Let's go ahead. Let's try it out. You guys are going to give me 5 times in total. Get ready? Get set, and go. Rotate, rotate. Good. Keep it up, guys. Back away. 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 That's it. Back away. That's that. Back away. That's it. Awesome. Alrighty. That was just one of our instructors, Mr. Orlando. He's picking up his gear so he can still practice at home. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. Go ahead, get some more water for me and come right back. Hopefully our flow drill's feeling pretty good. I'm going to talk to the online world. Hopefully our flow drill's feeling pretty good. You guys are rocking it. I know at home this probably looks a little bit different, especially within school classes. If you ever have questions or you need a clarifying comment from me on how to do things correctly, please still let me know. I know we've done the first few months online, so it's a little bit more online based, and this one's not, but that's fine. Let me know as soon as possible if you have any questions, comments, or concerns on how we run these classes. Thank you. When you're done, go ahead and jump back in and take it easy.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Okay, now we've gone ahead. We've gone for our self-defense. I'm not worried about that. You guys are looking pretty good. Moving on. We've got about 45 minutes left. Wonderful. I've got a lot of time. Let's go ahead and let's start working on the thing that I feel like people have the biggest problem with, which would be our form. So our form is called what?
Young man.
Take it yukjang. Y-U-K. It's kind of a funny word. Take it yukjang. Like yucky. Take it yukjang. When we do take it yukjang, we've got 17 moves that we're working. I'm going to work this move by move with you guys today. And then from there, I'm going to have you try a little bit on your own. Sound good, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Now let me ask, pop quiz. What different stances are in heavy kick jump?
Front back.
Front and back. Are there any other stances?
No.
You're right. There are no other stances in heavy kick jump. Only front stances and back stances. Let's go ahead. Let's work on this from here. Go ahead and stand it on up for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Again, I'm going to face backwards for my camera, just so you guys know, kind of a normal deal. We're going to start with 2B. We're all going to face this direction. The first move is a front stance slow block. Ready? And go. Good. We're going to the side here. Our other hand is chambered in, and our chamber came from an equal side all the way down. From here, we're going to kick and land in an outside block. Ready? And go. Good. So we're going to keep the outside block on this side. Our bad guy is still in this direction, and we're still fighting him off. Now we're going to turn front stance slow block. Ready? Ooh, I almost caught you. Get that and go. Awesome. Good front stance. Hand is blocking downwards. Feel confident. I can see everyone in the mirrors. My only thing, a lot of us when we do low blocks, we like to kind of lean over. Why don't I want to lean over when I do a low block? Miss McKenzie.
Because then you start going down and you might fall over.
Okay, I could start going down and fall over. That's a really good point. What else? What else don't I want to do a low block? Or a lean on my low block?
It brings your like face closer to your opponent.
Yes, it brings my face closer to my opponent, right? My bad guy is coming in and trying to hit me in the leg. Why would I give him my face to let him kick me in the face? Is that a very good idea?
No.
And also, then you're not protecting your leg either.
You're right, you're not protecting your leg, right? It does all of the bad things. Let me ask in traditional forms, why don't I want to bend over on my low block? Because I don't have a bad guy anymore, right?
It doesn't look professional.
It doesn't look professional. So there's always a reason. We're not front stance low block. I know our legs are burning by now because I made us stay here while we were doing it. From here, we're going to kick an outside block. Ready? Go. Awesome. From here, I start my chamber. I'm going to step with my left leg. I'm going to step and high block. Ready? Go. Good. Now, back leg. Right leg is going to round kick, feet together. Ready? And go. Good. When I do my feet together, I want to be facing all the way towards my left. From here, left leg steps forward. Chamber, front stand, high block. Ready? Go. Reverse punch. Back leg front kick. Reverse punch. Good. Right leg is going to pick up. It's going to turn all the way around. Turn and punch. Reverse punch. Back leg front kick. Reverse punch. Good. We're in our best stances, right? You sure? Good. Our heels are on the ground. Are we in our lowest stance? There we go. Left leg, the leg that's in front steps. So we're facing forward again. Arms go out and drop down. Awesome. How does that feel, my people in class? Good. Good. Hopefully my people at home, hopefully that feels pretty good too. Now, I'm going to try something new today with how we do heavy kick jump. So, we're going to kind of segment out. There are really two different sections to this form. We've got our first section, which is the first 8 moves. That means 1, 2, 3 on this side, 4, 5, 6 on this side, and then 7, 8 goes forward, then we end up sideways. Then, our second section is really 9 moves. High block, punch, kick, punch, turn, high block, punch, kick, punch, turn, around, and drop. So we're working these two segments kind of separately. Here's how it's going to work. When I say go, from 2B, we're going to do the first 8 moves, then we're going to stop. That's section 1. Does that sound good, yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Awesome. All right, let's go. Attention. Correct. Name. 2B. Name of your form. Take up your John, ma'am. Ready? And begin. Ooh, let's go from here. Which leg's in front? Good. Put your hand blocking. And kick. And they come together. All right. That was section 1. Let's go ahead. Let's try section 1 maybe 1 or 2 more times. How does that feel? Let's do that. Because we're working this timing Timing is good, but we need to be confident. So Judy, name of your form.
They go, young man.
Ready? Begin. Fire. Always look in front. Ooh, before we continue, look in front. Now ready, kick. Awesome. Cool. Make sure it's always going to be, when we step on that second move to do that high block, that was a backhand high block, right? So if it's a backhand high block with our right hand, which leg has to always be in front?
Left.
Left, right? So right hand, backhand high block, left leg always has to be in front. Let's do that one more time. Now let's go ahead and add on, okay? Go to Judy. Name of your form.
They go, young man.
Ready? And begin. Fire! Good job, you three. That looked pretty good. Let's add on now. So our next few moves, high block, punch, kick, punch, high block, punch, kick, punch, and around. Get ready? We're going to start from here. We'll relax, hands are at our sides, feet are together. We feel confident, our posture's up, ready? Get set, and go. Switch your feet for me, Mr. Karen. When you do that front kick, you're going to land in front. Left leg steps around. Hiya! Good. When we end there, do we end with our feet apart or together?
Together.
You sure?
Apart.
We end with our feet shoulder length apart. We do. We end with our feet shoulder length apart. So when we finish this last move, we do our reverse punch here. Left leg steps. We go around and down. This is a power pose. Do you know what move we call this? Do you know what specific funny word we use for this move? It starts with a C. Everybody say concentration move.
Concentration move.
What do you guys think a concentration move means? What does it mean to concentrate on a move? What's a concentration move?
Focus solely on that move.
Kind of. Okay, actually, that's part of it. You're focusing your energy on this move. Does this move take a short amount of time or a longer amount of time?
A longer amount of time.
A longer amount of time. Why?
Because it's quicker focus.
It is. So say that word again for me, Alex.
Refocus.
Refocus. We want to refocus ourselves with this move. How many moves did we do before this? A lot, right? We did 16 actually. Pretty crazy, right? We did 16 moves before this move. This move is specifically designed to get everyone in the room on the same page. Let's say Miss Mackenzie is going a little bit faster than Mr. Kieran, or is going a little bit slower than Mr. Alex, right? Let's say that they're all going at the different speeds. This concentration move is slow enough to be designed that when people hit here at different times, that's okay, because when we get to here, even if you're at different spots, everyone waits until we're up here, and we drop down together. Does that make sense? It refocuses, like you said, the whole group back into doing what we should be doing together. It's our best version of a martial arts team sport, right? You can't really do team sparring, can't really do team grappling, but you can do team forms. And we have to do it by keeping ourselves together. Good job, guys. Let's do this. How do you guys feel with those two separate movements? Good. Pretty good? Let's do this. We're going to try the whole form all together. Does that make sense? Yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Try to stay with me. If you guys go ahead and get a little bit ahead of me, try to kind of move back and stay with me. The timing that I'm doing is the timing that I expect to see on testing. Are we ready?
Yes,
Let's get this show on the road. Go to me. Name of your form.
They go, young man.
Ready? Begin. Fire! go. Give yourself a little round of applause. Hopefully that's doing pretty good. You guys have any questions on your tour?
No.
Wonderful. Get some more. Come on up. Okay, so we've got about 15 minutes or so left in class. A couple things that I wanted to work on today. A couple things that I wanted to have fun with today. What I'm going to try, this is something kind of new. I'll use the laptop and share for this. My kiddos at home, hopefully you enjoy this. This is going to be a little bit of a fun setup, including my kiddos here. We're going to run through our hook kicks. We're going to run through our bottom weave and our uppercuts. Then from there, if we have time at the very end, we're going to do a little game where you guys try to shadow spar the people at home. Does that make sense? All right, let's try this out. So here's how it's going to work. Go ahead. Step back, ready, sit. We're going to warm up with these hook kicks. Yeah, you guys will all face this way. I'm going to demonstrate this facing this way so they can see me. So I'm going to be here in this position. All I'm going to say when I say go, we're going to do 5 of these on each leg. You're going to step up, hook kick, and you're going to set the leg down, just like that. Hands are up, you ready? Get set. 1. And you'll step right back down. Yeah, try to go back to your original spot every time. It's a good habit to get into. Ready? 2. 3. 4. Woo! Keep them high. Ready? 5. Sit down. Good. Switch feet. Do you guys feel like that was kind of whippy?
Yeah.
I feel like that was kind of whippy. Switch feet. Oh my goodness, what was that? We're gonna try this one more time. I know there's 3 of you. I want to hear it. Ready? Switch feet. Awesome. Hands are up. Billy sideways. Go ahead and get ready. Get set. And go. Slide back. 2. 3. Slide back. 4. Slide back. 5. Pretty good. And time. Okay. Hopefully you guys are feeling pretty good on that. Let's go ahead and switch your feet again for me. I'll take it. Yeah. Now, let's go ahead and you're going to give me 5 back leg hook kicks. What differentiates your front leg hook kick and a back leg hook kick, other than that it's on the other leg? Yes, ma'am.
So like when you use your back leg, you kind of like turn yourself and then
You're right. I have to do what first? Turn yourself. You turn what?
Your shoulder, hip, heel.
You'll take your shoulder hip here and you'll turn your whole body, right? So your belly button faces from one direction to the other. If you do not fully turn on this technique, is it going to be effective? No, I completely agree. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to bring my camera up a little bit farther. That way I can also watch you, Alex. So we're all going to do this together. Hands are up, body sideways. You're going to do 5 back leg hook kicks on each leg. Get ready? Get set. 1. Good. When I do this, my side kick that comes out, right before I throw the hook kick, should my side kick be facing directly towards my target or slightly off target? Slightly off, right? I want to be coming to the inside of my body to the outside of theirs. So hook that side kick off to the side a little bit more. Ready? Get set and go. Good. Ready? Go. Let's do 2 more. Ready? Go. Good. Try to keep those hands up for me. That's a big thing. Ready? Go. Switch feet. Other side. There we go. Other side now. New back leg. Get ready. Get set and go. Good. Ready and go. Good. Keep those hands up. 3 more. Ready? Go. Good. Try to still look at your target the whole time. That's important. You have to know where you're kicking by looking at it. Let's do 2 more. Ready? 1. Good. Ready? 2. your feet again for me. This should be your normal leg in front now, should be your left leg. Now from here, here's the fun one. What are we doing, guys?
Spin hook kicks.
What did I hear?
Spin hook kicks.
Spin hook kicks. Now we will do the shadow sparring, I promise. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. Spinning hook kicks. Let's talk about it. What I do is spin hook kick. Where am I aiming on my hook?
Kind of like off.
Not quite. Like, what part of their body am I hitting?
Like the stomach.
I could hit their stomach, but what do you think is stronger? Their stomach or my foot?
Your foot.
You sure?
No, the stomach.
Their stomach, right? What do you think has more weight to it? My stomach or my foot?
Stomach.
My stomach, right? If I hit somebody in the stomach, how much are they going to move?
Barely.
Not much unless you hit them really hard, right? So if I hit somebody in the stomach, they're not going to want to move very much, right? Look at the comparison. Look how big my foot is in comparison to my stomach. What is bigger? Stomach and, well, ribs and all that fun stuff, intestines, all day long, right? Let me ask you this. What part of your body that you can hit is closer in size to your foot?
Like your shoulder or your head. Like your
Close. So you said part of it. You said the right answer there.
face.
Head. Head specifically. Please not face, but yes. Head specifically. I don't want to hit them in the shoulder. If I nick someone and I hit them in the clavicle or the neck, I can do a lot of really bad damage to my bad guy. So if it's in real life, hit him there. It only takes 8 pounds of pressure to break a collarbone, which your spinning hook kick will do probably close to triple that power.
3 probably needs about 2 pounds of pressure. Like yours will get to the ball.
Which is sad. I'm sorry to hear that. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. But if I hit him in the neck too, if I hit the wrong bones here, I can actually crush someone's windpipe and they can die. So it's not really fun. But their head, I can definitely hit somebody in the head with this spin hook kick. Even if I use control, I still have the potential to hurt my partner, so I need to be careful. But when I hit them in the head, what parts of the head specifically do I want to aim for? Which one?
Like maybe.
So up here in this area, yeah, on the sides here, this is called what? You guys remember? This is called our temple. Everybody say temple.
Temple.
Temple. So these are the side parts of your head. If you hit someone in the temple, you can knock them out pretty easily. It's a strong spot to hit. Where else could I hit them?
Maybe right here.
So closer to the ear area? Yeah, I could clock them in the ear. That wouldn't feel good, but I think that they'd certainly still be okay if you hit them there. What else?
Like the back of your head, like just above the neck.
Ooh, so that's a hard. So you don't want to ever do that to a good guy, like if you're sparring. But if you hit a bad guy in the back of the head, that can definitely keep you safe. The last place you can hit on the head is the jaw as well. So the jaw area here, where all of our face masks are covering, that area, if you hit somebody right on the edge of your jaw, everybody feel that part.
Oh, it's
Right
like
there.
really bony.
It's really bony, but there's a little bit of muscle. You hit right there, you will knock them out. That's a knockout spot as well. You hit them there, turn off the power button. Yes? All right. So here's how things are going to work. We've got a couple minutes left here. We're going to do 3 spin hook kicks on each leg, and we're going to finish out with our shadow sparring drill. Sound good, yes, ma'am?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
hands our bellies to sideways. When I say go, 1 spin hook kick. Ready? Get set, and go. Close. Do I hit with our front leg or our back leg on our spin hook kicks?
Back leg.
Back leg. So you want to hit with that back leg. Ready? And go. So you turn the other direction.
Okay.
That'll help make it easier. That's better. Yes. One more time. Ready? I'm watching these guys now. You guys can do it at home. I trust you. And go. Good. Switch your feet. Yeah. You're right the first time. Awesome. Go ahead and get ready. Get set. And spin hook kick. Go. Good. When we kick, do we want to land in front of us or all the way around?
All the way around.
It's a trick question. You can do either. Either one is okay with me. You're used to landing all the way around because that's how I taught him. But you can land either way. If you land in front, it's good for power and moving forwards in a technique. If you land in back, it keeps your balance and it keeps your same leg in front. Let's do 2 more on this side. Ready? And 1. Good. Just make sure to fully extend that leg when you kick and keep it sideways. Ready? One more time. And go. And time. Switch your feet for me. Everybody take it. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Here's how this last one's going to work. For people at home, hopefully you have fun with this. My people here, you guys are gonna have fun with this too. We've got a couple minutes left, so each person is gonna get some time to do some shadow sparring. I'm gonna turn the camera to you, Alex. You're gonna be aiming towards here, and you're gonna give me some shadow sparring. When you shadow spar, you can do any techniques you want as long as they are legal martial arts techniques. So no grunt kicks, no neck twists, nothing like that. Nothing mean, no eye pokes, nothing like that. Then, after you are done, I'll give you about close to a minute. Then I'm gonna turn the camera, and it's gonna be Karen's turn. Karen's gonna fight you guys at home. If you're waiting at home, or if you're not the person being called on, your goal is to try to block, avoid, and strike back on these techniques with shadow sparring. Does that make sense, yes, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
After Karen's turn, it will be Mackenzie's turn, and then we will be all good to go. Let's go ahead and get it started. Stand on up for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Go attention. Alrighty, we're gonna turn our camera here. This is Alex, and bow. Everyone will bow. Guarding stance. All right, we are fighting Alex. Go ahead and get ready. You are watching him to evade his techniques. Get set, and go! Block what he's doing. You want to maybe evade it. You want to maybe hit him back. Good. Keep it up. Good. Keep it up. That's okay. You're supposed to have fun with this too. And time. Let's give Alex a round of applause. Not bad. Good job, sir. Now we're going to rotate it over to Mr. Karen. All right, Mr. Karen, are you ready, sir? Guarding stance, and go! Shadow sparring, Karen. You can face him and shadow sparring that way, too. Ooh, yeah, you can. That is A-okay with me. That's okay, absolutely. You can use those blocks, you can use counters, you can try to punch him back. And time! Good job, Mr. Karen. Awesome job. Alrighty, now we're going to rotate it over. And last but not least, Miss Mackenzie. Guarding stance, and go for it! You can fight towards the camera. There are your bad guys. Beat them up. Beat them up. Good technique. Good job, guys. Keep those hands up. Keep going, belly sideways. Hit your bad guys. Hit them. Hit them. Good round kicks. Keep it up. Awesome. Keep working hard. Looking good. Almost there. Got about 10 seconds. Almost done. And time. Alrighty, go. Attention. And bow. Great job, guys. Wonderful. Hopefully, my people at home had fun with that drill today as well. Hopefully, you got to kind of evade and hit your other students in class. It's been a while since you've probably seen some of your classmates. But let's go ahead. Let's bow it out here really quickly. Then I'll have you guys take a seat and then I'll dismiss you. Let's go ahead and go attention. Great job today. My only big announcements are check our online class schedule. Just make sure that you guys, if you want to sign up, you can still sign up online. We've got room for 3 students in each class, as you guys can see. That is our maximum amount of kids. If I do have more than that, I may either ask you guys not to come in that day and I'll offer you a private lesson, or I'll run out of 2 rooms so we keep good social distancing. You guys did a great job. Did we touch each other today?
No, ma'am.
No. Did we touch any of our equipment?
No, ma'am.
Wonderful. Do we feel good?
Yes, ma'am.
Did we make it through class in a face mask?
Yes, ma'am.
Even though it was hard. Good job today, guys. Go attention. Chariot, face the flags. Kugapi, kunye. Face the front, top of Nunge, kunye.
Pelsum.
Nice and loud. What's our goal?
Black belt excellence, ma'am.
Class is dismissed.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, high fives, guys. High fives, air high fives. And go ahead and take a seat. Good job today, my people at home. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep up the hard work. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.